Θα μπούμε στο κυρίως θέμα. Είχαμε καλεσμένο μας τον VP Ευρώπης, τον κύριο Ρόναλντ Μακέρτιν. Δυστυχώς λόγω ενός έκτακτου περιστατικού δεν κατάφερε να έρθει, αλλά έχουμε τον Slav Umlenov, Regional Manager. Slav, thank you very much.
I don't look like an Irish guy.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not. So Slav is going to talk about... what are you going to talk about?
For a lot of things.
Okay.
For a lot of things I'm going to talk. Maybe next 25 minutes
Okay.
are going to be mine.
Feel free to ask questions.
So guys, first of all, thanks a lot for being here today. It's actually, I think, our third time having such kind of an event with Tictac, and always a pleasure to see that a big audience here. So the main message, time to go native. This is my first slide, and this is going to be maybe my last slide, because I know that after this presentation, you're going to keep 30% of what we're going to show you today, maybe tomorrow 10%. But this is the main message: native integration, native cyber protection. This one here. Remember this one, because this is our direction of the platform and also of Acronis. With this being said, yeah, that's me, Slav Umlenov, country manager for the Central Eastern Europe, Mediterranean as well, and one more country, but I'm not going to mention it, close to you. Yeah. So the first thing which I want to ask everyone, and this is always my question, whenever I'm in Greece, whenever I have this kind of an energy, what means synergy in Greece? Synergios, right? Synergia.
Synergia.
Yeah. This is what I feel every single time when I work with the guys. Synergy, we work in a perfect relationship, and this is actually what we have with the team. That's why I would like to say big thank you to the whole team. Panos, please.
Thank you.
Big thank you to Panos, Mike, Yannis, Stavros, George, Nikos even with a different haircut. I think he's the same. Stiliano. So thanks a lot to the team, because this team, they know what to do. They know how to do it. And big thank you, Panos.
Thank you very much.
The numbers which we presented on the previous slides, yes, they're real. 1 petabyte. 1 petabyte data backed up. This is a huge amount of data. I can say that also Tictac Data Recovery is one of the champions of the disaster recovery. They're actually our winner of the disaster recovery, how to implement, how to maintain, how to deploy, and how to make it successfully for your business, having a business continuity plan. And last but not least, 8,000, I think they're a little bit more, close to 10,000. So I'm going to show you the February reports. But yes, this is one of our strongest platinum partners in Greece. And again, big thank you guys, because you know what to do and how to do it. So the plan, because you asked me about the plan, I'm going to talk about the amazing progress in the last couple of years, because many of you, they know that Acronis was a great solution for a backup. I'm going to talk about the products, the innovations, the platform, why Acronis. Then I'm going to have a break here, and in the second part, I'm going to talk about the future of cyber threats, and something which everyone is talking about, NAS2. By the way, NAS2 is still in the authorities here.
Super hot. We have the authority here.
Okay. That's an interesting discussion after that. But let me show you the progress which we have in the last couple of years. I'm already in Acronis 6 years. I started 2019, and 2019 we started developing the platform. Until 2019 we had just an AI protection against ransomware. But you can see that in the last couple of years, we're adding more and more functionalities: EDR, MDR, XDR, security awareness trainings, M365 protection. By the way, there is a very interesting news about M365, about the OneDrive. I don't know how many of you read the news and the articles. But nevertheless, this additional topic. We are non-stop developing and improving and adding more features on top. This one, they're under release, M365 management and monitoring. I'm not an expert of Microsoft, but I know to set up a Microsoft is a time-consuming process, onboarding, offboarding, and all those things. The whole this thing, maybe it's coming to your mind and asking your question, why does it matter? It's all about integration. It's all about integration because having multiple functionalities under the same umbrella, from the same agent, it's giving you consolidation and savings. you're saving approximately 60% once you consolidate all those functionalities under the same umbrella. Panos asked me to compare some vendors. I cannot show you any names here, but imagine some green colors, some purple colors, some red colors. They're in the different directions. But again, having a single platform covering all those aspects, this is what we do. And if someone is asking me, here, Acronis is a backup, right? No, we are a platform. We have a platform which is multi-tenant, multi-tiered, fully integrated. That's the main message here. But of course, talking about the XDR, and many of you maybe are still asking yourself, why Acronis XDR? Why not to use an antivirus and so on? The XDR of Acronis is unique because we are using AI automation. So everything which you see in the crazy complicated graph, yeah, this one, you can read it in a native language. This native language is giving you full details, what happened, how happened, and when it happened. Talking about the backup, it's already there. Talking about the assessment is already there. And you don't need a big security operations center analysts or anyone big with an experience to maintain our XDR. How it looks like. This is a view of the incident which you can see in details. Again, fully translated with attack summary, what happened, how happened, the attack stages. And this is something which you can read it even without expertise. You don't need to know how to remediate because there is no automated remediation. But again, you can track everything which happened inside quite easily with a less, let's say, knowledge into a cybersecurity. Moving forward here, because many times also people are asking, okay, I have an antivirus, EDR, I know what it is, but what is doing Acronis XDR? As a technology on the right side, actually on the left side, as the anti-malware is blocking common threats, something which we know on the endpoint, and the action is blocking. We're just blocking the attack. Once we go into the details here and looking into a technology like EDR, we are again focusing on the endpoint, but the functionalities which we have here, they manage to stop advanced threats. Autocorrelation, auto-orchestration, investigation, containment, isolation, remediation, all those functionalities are coming as a responses. And the unique things which Acronis has, and that's why I'm saying that Acronis has EDRR. We have endpoint detection, response, and recovery from the backup. This is the unique thing here. The interpretations as well, AI-based, you can read them and you can understand what is going on there. Moving to the XDR. Yes, XDR is something which is extended. And that's why we are going beyond the endpoint. What we are adding here, emails, identity, cloud applications, network, clouds, Internet of Things. What is doing Acronis in the XDR version 1? We protect the most vulnerable data sources. Those are the emails, the identity, and the 365 applications. How many of you are using Microsoft here? Many. We are using Microsoft as well from Acronis. But what we extended here, and maybe you saw already that it was missing the network, now we have also the network as a protection. So that means Fortinet, Sonic Wall, we have integrations with them, and we can correlate from the FortiGate, for example, get all the logs and put them in the platform and correlate and take decisions. Maybe this is something which is a little bit more clear for you now, but I'm going to show you as a demo how it looks like, such kind of an attack. Let's imagine that an attacker is sending an email to the employee. This employee is opening the exe. This exe is correlating, activating different action items, PowerShell, and so on. But if you have the XDR with Acronis, that means you're getting additional details in our email security from perception point, details for the email sender, details about the mail, and so on and so on. Then, of course, we have this integration with Azure, with Enter ID. And of course, if after the check we notice that this email is suspicious, we blocklist this email, we delete it from additional users, and of course we disable this employee, because maybe this employee can spread the threat in the network. This is how it works. Simple. And my advice here is, of course, that's why I ask you for the Microsoft, how many people are using it. Test it. Because this is exactly for you. Moving forward, M365 protection with Acronis. Many people are using M365. I would say that M365 is winning the game with the emails. But it's very important to know the shared responsibility model. Again, how many people have ever read this shared responsibility model? Raise your hands. Do you know about this? One person, 2, 3. Okay, let's take a look. Microsoft has a great solution. Yes, take a picture. This is very, very important. And I'm going to send you also a link where you can read it. Microsoft, yes, they have responsibilities in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of the security level of this infrastructure and so on. But what about the backup? If you delete the backup, and this backup is in the trash bin for 90 days, after that, how you're going to recover? Another question, compliances, because we're going to talk about compliances later on. You need to keep your data for a certain period of time. We have unlimited storage, unlimited retention. You can keep it. And if you still have some concerns, this is the link from 30th of September 2023. Microsoft is telling you, guys, we recommend to use third-party solution for a backup. Yes, we have a backup, but this is our recommendation. That's why we're moving into the direction, that was the question also of Panos, where are we going, what's going to be the new thing? Complete protection for Microsoft 365. Talking about complete protection, this is going to be the backup, the archiving, the email security. Maybe some of you, they're going to challenge me and say, hey, I'm using E5, why I need an email security? Let's talk after. Security for SharePoint, OneDrive, and Team site. We have also scans of the backups. And last but not least, starting from this month, we have also security posture and monitoring. Security posture and monitoring is this crazy complicated configuration of Microsoft 365 tenant. To onboard the people, to offboard them, to have a baseline rules. Yes, this is what is doing Intune, but if you have licenses which are not having Intune, you can get it. Complete protection. This is what's going to be the direction for this year. But again, why Acronis? We're the blue color, maybe you're a fan of the red color or different color. I'm going to show you a few things which are very important. Global infrastructure. I'll start with the last one. 54 data centers. This infrastructure is ours. So our infrastructure with a very good pricing and also based in Greece. 750,000 businesses, and this is corporate businesses. We're not talking for small ones. 20,000 plus partners, platinum like Tictac. Cybersecurity, global operations, Swiss Singaporean company. But again, I would like to come back to the logos, because those are just some which are using Acronis. If you're in a different industry, we have several of them. We can show you all of them. But again, test Acronis, see how it works, and the solution is great. Moving forward, ease of use. So you don't need to have extra trainings, you don't need to have dedicated hours, spending in the platforms, educating yourself. Operational efficiency because of the consolidation of this integrated platform. And very important, I think Mike mentioned this one. You can use just single component. You don't need to get all of them. Getting all of them, of course, is giving you consolidation, lower costs. But you can pick up just one. You just need management. Okay, you can do it. Mentioning about the management, actually, that's a very interesting point. Acronis was named for one of the best RMM solutions in 2024. This is G2. G2 is not payable. It's not like Gartner. We don't pay to Gartner. But that's why you can see that Acronis RMM in terms of patch management is the winner. If you look into a Canalist, we are exactly where we want to be. We are scalers, because this is what we do now. in several years, or maybe less, we're going to be on the right side. This is for RMM. RMM, it's not just about monitoring, management, remote assistance. It's assessment, patch management, software deployments, and many other functionalities. Mike, can you see it? Yeah. I'm going to send you the presentation so you can take a look. Those are official reports, but coming back to the security, security is extremely important. Every single month we are evaluating our solution, AV test, AV comparatives, SE labs, and so on. Even in the beginning of this year, we were a champion for macOS security. And the things are moving forward because in total, our solution is proven by many independent tests and results. So my advice, guys, let's test the solution. Let's see how it works. And definitely the guys, they know how to help you and how to do it. This is the second part, so I'm going to stop here and pass back the word to Panos.
Thank you, Slav. Thank you very much. Θα μετράμε με το χειροκρότημα αν σας άρεσε μια παρουσίαση ή όχι. Ξέρω.